All right, well, project started. We got the first, I don't know, 20 or 16, 20 feet of trench dug. We did find a pipe that was unmarked. We don't know what it is, but we think it's probably just a pipe in the ground because it's bent. It seems pretty loose, but we decided not to go around it. Right here, we're down about 4 feet in the ground. We've got about 4 feet of fall, 350 feet to work with. 4 feet of fall over 350 feet. And so right now they're just using the level to test the depth. What we'll do is we'll actually, as soon as we get this part dug, we're going to come in here. The sump pump and that gutter will go into a 9-inch box, and then we'll come out here. We've got these comm lines to dig around right here, so we've got some work to do there. And then we'll do the same thing with the box on that gutter down there. So yeah, progressing along nicely. I'll set the camera up. We'll do some time lapse probably when we cross the driveway or anything or something like that. So here we go. So I didn't get nearly as much video of this project as I had hoped to get. Ultimately, we ran into some technical issues on the first day regarding the trench level. It required a little bit more thought, and I just didn't pay attention to the camera. And on day 2, we lost a half day to an unforecasted rainstorm that lasted about 6 hours. In fact, that storm almost caused a very big disaster, seeing how the trench was still open and we had only placed about half the pipe in the trench. But fortunately, overall, everything worked out like it should, and the pipes are good. So what we ended up doing is we installed 2 pipes side by side. One is perforated, one is solid. The solid pipe carries the gutters and the sump pump line, and the perforated pipe obviously gets rid of groundwater. Next year, we're going to go ahead. My plan is over the same week, over the July 4th week in 2020, to run an excavator again, and we're probably going to do another 300 to 400 feet of line, just straight tile line that we're going to turn back into this tile line that we've just installed. In fact, we left all the covers and everything there, and I still have quite a bit of work to do on cleaning up the trenches and whatnot. This video right here is just us crossing the driveway. Pretty easy digging overall. We did find some abandoned communication lines, things like that, which is always nerve-wracking when you find those. Fortunately, our internet service provider, also cable provider, ran fiber optic many years ago, and in the process brought fiber optic to the house, so the coax cable and everything that we found isn't really a big deal. What we're doing in this part of the video, and I don't know how well you can see it, one of the bucket teeth came off of the bucket of the excavator. Naturally, it is about, I'm trying to remember what time it is. Anyway, it's late in the afternoon on a Friday, and so on a Thursday. It's on July 4th. And so the excavator just left because we did end up, fortunately, a friend that was helping me had a metal detector, and we were able to detect the utility metal detector, and we were able to detect the tooth in the pile of dirt. And then I took one of the pens from my tooth bar that I have for the 4066 that I've never used, pounded out one of those pens, and we were able to reattach the tooth. The rental company was extremely grateful that we were able to find the pin on the excavator for the tooth, or we were able to find the tooth, not the pin. And so they cut me a little bit of a deal for the bucket. Overall, this project went pretty easy. We had some, as I've already mentioned, some issues regarding the water. Also, going through the driveway, there was some clay underneath the driveway that was very, very sticky. I think that's what caused the tooth to fall off in the first place. But overall, really excited with how this project turned out. Certainly excited next year when we continue the tile line. Losing a half day to rain certainly was not very helpful, mostly because losing a half day to rain is what caused us not to be able to tile further, because there were 2 other guys helping me, a family member and then a friend. and I don't think that we could have done it with just two of us. And so just, time was limiting. We got lots of other projects done with the excavator, so that wasn't necessarily a problem. I think this time lapse is over about an hour or so. Obviously, we're not going to be as efficient using excavator as a professional is, but I think we made pretty good progress. It took us basically about 8 hours to trench all of this down to the pond. I don't have much video, mostly because of the weather and some other things, but the next two videos will cover pretty much everything, and then I've got a third video of just the X748 working, which is kind of nice to see peeling up dirt. So enjoy the rest of the video. All right, well, here's progress after about, I guess 5 hours worth of work. We're across the driveway and headed down towards the pond. Found a couple things that we didn't know about. Let me go through them real quick. Evidently, our sprinkler system has a line right here. Chewed through that. That's the fiber optic cable that goes to the shop. If you can see down in there, that cable right there. That was fine, no big deal there. We found an old electrical cable. I think it went to a well that was right here. The previous owners told us about. We don't have a well anymore here. Over along in here, we found this pipe. Don't know what that pipe is, but we went around it. And then we found this wire, which was supposed to be, it's the wire for the septic pump, and it was supposed to be about 6 feet over there and about 8 feet in the ground, but it's not there. So it's here, so we got to repair that. Not too terrible, big deal. Found a bunch of old coaxial cables and phone cables and everything on the driveway, but overall I think things are going pretty good, aside from the fact that we have just a ton of mud. I mean, you can definitely tell that this drain tile will definitely help. You can hear him trying to get it out of the bucket of the excavator. But all right, well, in the remaining little bit of light that we have, end of day one on this project, we've got some tile line in. I'll go over that tomorrow. We have the trench dug out, almost to the pond. We're having some problems with the fall and where we want to get it out, where we want the opening to be. So we're going to have to work on that a little bit. But we got some pretty good fall. We actually made it fall a little bit faster in the part right here. I think we've got a 1/4 inch per foot. And then from this corner to the house is 1/8 of an inch per foot. With the goal being that, gather some speed coming down, and that would help it exit the pipe at the pond. But yeah, I mean, overall, pretty happy with the progress for day one. We're going to try to get some more done tomorrow. So we'll try to get it finished tomorrow. I think once we get the trench finished, we should be good to go. At least get this part done, and then go from there. So end of part one, or end of day one, part one, however you want to look at it, and catch you in a couple days. Thanks for watching.